let's begin with Baby Doge Coin. I marked all of these zones in the past and I drove my friend about it too. Okay. And when price came here, like when price pumped, I drew this tool here and I mentioned to you guys that if price goes out of this range, then we are gonna invalidate this range and we're gonna focus with the previous range. And what was the previous range, or what is the previous range? Now, this is how I got the previous range. I already marked all of these zones. I did this analysis with you long time ago, and I put this here from there to the top there, and it's gonna give me the range. And we are now in that range. Okay, we are now in that range, and this is the area. Yeah. So what I don't want this downward trend to do for Baby Dogecoin is to come and do like this. I think he's gonna do it because there are some charts that I'm gonna show you guys. Yeah, let me not say there are some chart. There's a particular chart I'm gonna show you guys that you guys are familiar with the chart. So, but let's analyze this chart, this Binance whole chart stuff, so you can see where we are at this point in time. Now, looking at these zones, I've already mentioned that we are in a zone, and I marked this as a golden pocket. This area here, and price has broken the golden pocket and got to the 0.786 zone, around this zone. This is the area where I want price to stay, this zone. I don't want price to break below this zone and go and make lower lows here. If price does that, then be careful with Baby Dogecoin. It can go and eat most of the gains you have already made. Be careful. Now, where we are right now, right now I'm looking at Baby Dogecoin on the on the daily time frame. Okay, so on the daily time frame, where we are right now is very crucial because I'm looking at this on higher time frame, and we are down like 13 to 12%. Okay, this is huge for a day to be down. Okay, and you can see almost half of these gains has been recovered. You can see if I pull the fib from the day it was launched on Binance, you're going to see that half of the gains have been recovered. Let me pull off this one and now bring in the fib from here, from this when it was launched by Binance, and go to top up there. You're going to see that the price is around the golden pocket. So looking at this analysis now, we should expect price to bounce from this golden pocket or price to go right down to this zone here. This was the last area that I drew. This zone here, the 0.786 zone on the Fibonacci retracement tool. This is the zone, like this is the area. So those of you who are DCA in this project, there are things you need to look at first before you keep on, like before you start DCA in the project. Of course, you might be thinking that maybe you want to buy more now. No, wait a little bit. Now, if I go to the lower time frame, like the 4 hours time frame, right, what are you seeing here? Remember, I mentioned to you guys about vector candles in the past. Now, when you see green vector candle like this, green, these are the market makers building contracts to the upside. And when price is going up and these green candles are forming on the chart, it means they are building short. Okay, they are pushing the price to the upside, preparing to come back and eat all of this gain, the losses that they made when they were pushing price to the upside. So when they were filling the orders above, they were losing money, and now they are making the money they lose, and at the same time they are losing money to those who are buying, like who are because they are now selling to those who are buying, and they are now losing also. You can see that this red candle means that they are building longs, so they are going to at one point recover all of these vector candles, all of this one here. There is volume here, huge volume. We expect price to bounce from this zone. This is a golden pocket. At least price should revert, because you can see price have traded this zone multiple times. So I'm right to say that the first structure has been broken on the 4 hours time frame. This was the structure here. This structure, it has been broken. I told you guys, no matter what price do, price should not break below. And if price break below, how you want to sell or when you want to sell is when price retest this zone, at least recover all of this vector here. When price does that, that's when you want to start thinking of selling. Why are you selling here? You're selling here because this is the right place to sell. And even if price break above this zone, this area here, price will come back there and retest that zone. That's when you can buy again. So what I'm trying to do for you guys is to always have the best entry. It's for you to always have the best entry when you are investing in the market, particularly when you are buying Baby Doge Coin. So looking at price doing this is also based on what Bitcoin is doing. And as I mentioned to you guys, in the course of this show, maybe we're gonna see, Baby Doge Coin retrace from this zone. You're gonna retrace from this zone that I mentioned, which is the golden pocket, and this is something I think is going to happen maybe in the course of this live stream. Trust me, this is going to happen. Now, what should you do at this point in time if say you haven't yet cash out profit? I want to show you guys this chart. This is an important chart also for Baby Dogecoin. This is the chart I want you guys to see. And this chart is similar to the chart I showed you guys. But in this case, we have more data here. You can see we have more data here, and I'm looking at this on the weekly time frame. Okay, so what are you seeing, guys? You are seeing price, or you saw how price get to the zone I mentioned. Like when this coin was pumping, I marked all of these zones. I told you guys that because of this huge pump here, I think these are all zones where price can reject from. I already marked the zone. I think I removed this here, but before price did that, I already marked the zones here, this area here, and I mentioned that because of what price did before. You can see price rejected this zone multiple times here at this area here. There was volume here back then, and also, yeah, price rejected here multiple times. I was sure that if this pump is going to reverse, at least it's going to be at this area. So cash out profit at least when price get to the zone. And also, these vector candles haven't yet been recovered. So if price is going to, break this zone, like do something like this, come back, then it's going to recover all of this other one. Yeah. And this is how you should be looking at the market. Okay. Now, looking at this on the weekly time frame on this chart. All right, this is the chart that like when like the chart of BeBeTOG Coin when it was launched long time ago. So this chart has more data. Now, if I have to pull in my Fibonacci tool as usual, I pull it from this area where I was talking about, and also to the top of this movement. Where are you looking at the golden pocket? This is the golden pocket, and it's gonna make sense after I explain to you why Dogecoin price can come to this zone here. I'm gonna explain to you guys later on, and it's gonna be in correspondence to what I already mentioned to you guys multiple times. And guys, my stream is not just to tell you about Baby Doge Coin or crypto. My stream is to teach you how you can trade, how you can invest in cryptocurrency or any market. Now, I have pulled in my FIP and I've marked this zone. And remember what I told you about these vector candles, that at least they can either recover half of this vector candle or all of this vector candle. Now, looking at this zone here, this is a right zone for Baby Dogecoin to even retrace to. Like, see, why? I told you I'm going to explain to you guys more. Now, let me explain to you guys. You see, back then, look at this zone. This area has been an area where price have rejected multiple times. Yeah, you see, rejection, 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 rejection. So if price get there again, there's high chances or probability that we're going to see a bounce from here if this is a real move to the upside. And again, those who launched this project, I mean, like those who list this project, these exchanges, they bought this coin and they expect to make money. The reason why they listed this coin is because they have seen that the community is huge and they can make money from this community. Right. So if the trading volume is increasing, it means they are people who are trading these coins. And because they are trading this coin, and this contract, the trading contract is tied to the spot contract, it means that TA should be respected. And if TA is respected, then price have to come here to an extent. before we see a bounce back to go attempt this higher. Price must not come there instantly because there are many zones there. Price can still not come right down to this area. But I think we're gonna see a huge topping volume candle. Yeah, that's we're gonna see buyback. So I'm expecting at least more 10% drop for Baby Doge Coin, or let's say more 5% drop for Baby Doge Coin. Okay, so we can see Baby Doge Coin drop like 20%. Trust me. After this huge pump, it pumped like almost 1.5x. So I had to do the analysis because I think most of you who are here, you are in love with Baby Doge Coin, and I want to separate you from your baby now a little bit. At least, if you didn't cash out profit, don't sell now. And if you want to apply the way I teach, the way I treat, at least make sure you follow my content and you pay attention to what I say. I'm not a YouTuber who just come here and talk about buy, buy, buy. No. I am consistent in how I teach, how I go about my investment trading. I want you guys to understand what goes on the chart. How are you going to analyze the chart? You don't need any money, anyone to to pay anyone to teach you this. You can learn this on my stream every day if say you are serious, and you are going to become one of the best investor in this space. Forget about all the noise out there, like Twitter is gonna everyone is looking at this data that I'm looking at right now, but they are trying to make you to be scared, because what I'm going to show you guys next on the Bitcoin chart, it's gonna be otherwise, because I believe that we're gonna see Bitcoin go to 70K. That's my own analysis. I'm looking at something different from what they are looking at. So looking at this now, what should we do? What is the way forward? How do we go about, building a sustainable investment plan through Baby Doge Coin or any coin out there? It's simple. Pull the Fibonacci tool if you are an investor. Do exactly what I did. It's free of charge. Mark this zone. Let me zoom this a little bit so you can see properly. I told you that these lines here, they are important lines. They are lines that if price break the first line, then wait for price to get to the second line. And if price is not able to hold at the second line, wait for the golden pocket. So if price break the purple line in the middle, the 0.5 line, then we are waiting price to get around the golden pocket, which is the 0.618 zone. So you can wait now. When price get to the 0.5 zone, you should expect some sort of reversal from there, at least minor reversal. And if the reversal, if let's go to the lower time frame, so we can analyze this more better. If price is not able to do what I mentioned, like come here, attempt to go and make higher highs, because if price is gonna stay at this zone, price is gonna respect this, price shouldn't break the structure, or this 4 hours candle should close above this line. Yeah, if it close above this line, then go all in. But if say it close below this area, this zone, and we see it goes right to the golden pocket, you don't sell. If say you haven't sold, you are selling when price reverse, at least recover half of this vector candles here. So this is what you should be doing. Wait for price to this movement. If you haven't sold, it's okay. I'm gonna do another video, a follow-up video. We're gonna keep looking at price every day and see what price is doing. And I'm gonna tell you guys to sell, when to sell. But I already told you guys before when to sell, like where price is gonna go. And I told you guys to do screenshot. Go and watch my previous videos. Again, I want you guys to always get the best entries.